Where's David?
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is Andy Revkin, and it's Memorial Day weekend. I've assembled some of my best friends and some of the greatest musicians around to honor the fallen. It's been an incredible century for loss. Last century, the one I grew up in mainly, is the one I'm talking about, and still now too. Both armed forces and healthcare forces have been devastated through time, and we honor that, and we also celebrate life. It's spring, and good morning to all of you. Coming to you from the Hudson Valley, from the Lenape territory, and here goes. We're going to start in, and then we'll get into introductions. Let me know right away with a comment from wherever you're listening if you can't hear the sound well. And good morning to you all out there. Hello. Over to you guys.
That the moon I see away in the west, just a headlight gleam, see no express. I know she's gone. Whatever I say, and it won't be long till I make up my mind and go away. Just at the sun come up on the eastern shore, just a cold fire gleam through the firebox door. I know she's gone. Whatever I say, and it won't be long till I make up my mind and go away. See that man, can't hear the whistle, blind old road, out on the trestle, can't go on, can't go back. Train come along and brush me off the track. Other storms may blow and the winds may rise, still a long to go when the fast wind flies. I know she's gone. Whatever I say, and it won't be long till I make up my mind and go away. See that man, can't hear the whistle, blind old man, out on the trestle, can't go on, can't go back. Train come along and brushed him off the track. Other storms may blow and the winds may rise, whatever I say, and it won't be long till I make up my mind and go away. Till I make up my mind and go away.
Beautiful way to start this morning.
So
Thank you
what's
all.
their sound out there in the world, in the ether world? I'd like
And some of our good friends are here.
Oh, cool.
And there's Peter.
Hey, single family
Peter
singer.
Hello there. Can you hear us okay?
Singers. It's the Seagull Singers.
Yeah. Wow, it's the whole
family.
The whole family.
Hey, can you guys hear us
And
too?
that's Donna over there. I see Donna down
Donna's looking.
Yeah, Donna, if it's too early to bring you on, I can put you in the green room.
Hello, Donna.
Oh, she left.
Anyway, here we are. You can see we have two different views of the studio here. We're trying to still work out things. Someday in another century, we'll get this all worked out. So Lori and gang, could you introduce everybody and then maybe offer up a tune?
Yes, absolutely. Well, I'm Lori Siegel. This is my brother, Peter Siegel, and these are our parents,
Yay.
Carol and Jeff Siegel.
Hello.
And we are the Siegel family singers.
Is that what we're called? The Siegel
I don't
Family
know.
Singer?
That's the third band I know you from. Yeah, Trouble Sister and so much more.
Trouble
Siegel
Sister,
Sisters.
Hudson Valley Sally,
Wow.
Gaslight Tinker over here,
Walkabout Clearwater Cars.
Walkabout Clearwater
Weird.
Cars. Yep.
The whole gamut.
Multiple
Yes.
layers. Multiple layers.
So, yeah. We can,
Oh, are we doing something right now?
we might as well if you want us
I see
to.
a nod there. Yeah.
Was that? Oh, I don't. Eddie, are you talking? Because I don't hear you. Oh.
We can't hear you.
How's about now?
There you are.
Yeah, now I can hear you.
There we go.
You can hear us earlier?
What's that? Sorry,
You were hearing me earlier.
I was hearing you
Yes.
earlier.
We
Yes.
just,
So,
you just dropped,
Alright.
the sound dropped out for a few seconds.
Okay, someday I'll get this figured out. So we would love to have you guys offer up a morning call here on Memorial Day Sunday morning. What's on your minds musically?
Well,
a precious friend.
yeah.
Okay, that's great.
Pete
All right.
Seeger song.
Let's see. I'll do a little intro. Here we go. Just when I thought all was lost, you changed my mind. You gave me hope, not just the old so that we could learn to share in time. You and me and Rockefeller, I keep plugging on. Your face will shine through all our tears. And when you sing another little victory song, precious friend, you will be there.
You and Won't sing that with us.
Just when I thought all was lost, you changed my mind. You gave me hope, not just the old soft soap, so that we could learn to share in time. You and me and Rockefeller, I keep plugging on. Your face will shine through all our tears. And when we sing a little victory song, precious friend, you will be there.
precious friends, you will be there.
Can you still hear us?
Yes.
Yes.
Awesome. Slowly but surely. I should get someone a song of that. That should be a song. Slowly but surely.
Yeah.
She was slowly but surely.
That's what we're supposed to work on. Don't call me
She had a boat named Shirley. She was slow but surely. So back here. So wait, are you like on the other side of Beacon, or are you in Vermont?
We're in Vermont. We're in Brattleboro.
Oh, Brattleboro.
Great.
Yes. If we were in Beacon, we'd be with you.
I know.
That would be fun.
That would be fun. So friends, what else do you have in mind?
Well, for Memorial Day, I'd like to do a tune called Rest Easy Now. And I'd like my friends to play along with me. I think I'm going to, Melissa, you can hold it. Make sure I got it. So it's got a little guitar thing, and then you just jump right in. Karen, you got the chords right here. Play. I heard about the fall, my friend. Don't you know our journey never ends? Rest easy now. Rest easy now. 'Cause through the loving hearts of friends, I still see your smiling face, and yes, I know now we'll get through somehow. All that's left is your sweet grace that you gave without restraint. Rest easy now. Rest easy now. La 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 la. Life has set you free again. I can feel you riding on the wind. Rest easy now. Rest easy now. All of us have a soul, and who can say where we go? Some of us try to control what God has given. But you, my friend, are more my kind. You made it to the other side, surrendered to the fire, and left us silver. Sweet child, won't you take my hand? Come and lie beside me once again. Rest easy now. Rest easy now. Here's a pillow for your head, a blanket for your bed. Rest easy now. Rest easy now. I'll feel you close, feel my heart within, and like the sun will rise again. Rest easy now. Rest easy now. Rest easy now. Rest easy now. Close your eyes. Here's a dream for you to take. Close your eyes. Smiles are there when you away. La 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 la.
Beautiful, Patrick.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Glorious.
For all the people we lost this year and who have gone before us.
Rest easy now. So I want to be sure people are hearing this okay. Peter et al., can you hear that okay?
We can hear it. It's a tiny bit warbly, but other than that, it's
for me to be over
but-
here.
Is there an echo at all?
there's not an echo. Yeah,
Good.
it's just like
It's tinny.
it's a little tinny. That's all.
Yeah,
We
I'm
also
hearing
have
that.
Zoom on. Is that intentional?
It's flangy.
It doesn't.
Yeah, it's flangy. That's what it is. It's
I never heard that.
We should end
the
that
mic is
meeting.
probably going to need to be in the middle more because
Right.
Yeah.
So put the
I don't know
mic-
why that was on before.
and then like if my you
sorry, we're adjusting here.
Even though I'm.
That's fine. We're all adjusting. We've all been adjusting for 15 months.
What? You're here.
Oh yeah, you can sing in here. Yes.
Yeah, I think it's a little easier.
Aha.
We're both on guitar.
Well, maybe another one from Vermont.
You got it.
Hey, here we go.
You got it.
Are we in tune? Please give me a chord there. I think we would have checked this stuff in advance, but this is just this is the way we do things in Vermont.
Yes, that's right. We're more laid back.
Oh, yeah.
Let's do it.
Bury me in my overalls, not in my gabardine. Bury me in my overalls, or in my beat-up jeans. Give my suit to Uncle Jake, he wear it at my wake, but bury me in my overalls.
Can you mute us and also mute that computer because it's coming out?
Wrinkle in my bones. What's left will have to go. One of them fancy stores. This suit costs me 3 weeks' rent. Let it live another day, but
Bury me in my overalls. Bury me in my overalls, not in my gabardines. Bury me in my overalls, or in my beat-up jeans. Give my suit to Uncle Jake, he can wear it at my wake, but bury me in my overalls.
the granny is a quiet place. There is no labor there. There's more easily in the work I always wear. This suit was made for warm holidays and happy times. But
Bury me in my overalls. Bury me in my overalls, not in my gabardines. Bury me in my overalls, or in my beat-up jeans. Give my suit to Uncle Jake, he can wear it at my wake, but bury me in my overalls.
Lent a hand to build this land and make those cities rise. I helped to bring the harvest in and lay the railway ties. I've been about from east to west. Time I had a little rest. So
Bury me in my overalls. Bury me in my overalls, or in my gabardine.
Bury me in my overalls or in my beat-up jeans. Give my suit to Uncle Jake. He can wear it at my wake, but bury me in my overalls.
When it's time to go upstairs and gently work and sing.
We'll open up them pearly gates and holler,
Come
on
on in. Work a step like you know. Have your share of help and low, so
come to glory in your overalls. Bury me in my overalls or in my gabardine. Bury me in my overalls or in my beat-up jeans. Give my suit to Uncle Jake. He can wear it at my wake, but bury me in my overalls. Bury me in my overalls.
Can you hear us okay? Beautiful. That should be. Can you hear us okay?
Yes.
So Rick Polari, also in Vermont,
Rick Polari.
is with us.
Really?
The other side of Vermont, way
Ah.
up. You know, we're the New York side of Vermont. You're the Canadian side of Vermont.
Are you in Manchester?
No, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, I'm over near in Heinsberg near Burlington, about 12 miles south of Burlington.
Right.
Very cool.
Near
Glad to
Lake
have you here.
Champlain.
Yeah, not far from Lake Champlain. In fact, I go out there all the time. There's an eagle's nest not too far from here, and I've been visiting the eagles. I'm playing some flute for them. They haven't complained yet, but it's really been beautiful. Just observing them in the wild, you know. From the very beginning when they were making the nest and now that there's the little eaglets in the nest. So that's been kind of fun.
Fantastic. Just don't look in the nests. Long time ago, I did a story for the New York Times with a guy, Pete Nye, who was the eagle biologist for this whole region. And he told me something. He said, you have to keep this off the record. This was back then.
Yeah.
The nests were full of things like cat collars.
Yeah. That's they talk about that. You know, these are raptors, and so that's what they do.
They rapped.
Yeah, they certainly do.
So Rick, good morning. Do you have a tune you had in mind?
Well, because it's Memorial Day, I had a special song and a little story that went with it. If you'd like.
Sure.
You know. This is a little story that happened to me years ago. I was out in Minot, North Dakota. It was winter time. I was doing all these school gigs and I had a night off. So I went over to an open mic. And there was a big guy, a big fella, with a blonde mustache, and he had a beat-up Stella guitar. And I listened to him sing, and I applauded for him, and he heard me sing a song, and then we sat down together, and he said, so what are you doing in these parts? I said, well, I'm doing these school shows, you know. And he said, well, you're staying in the hotel in town? And I said, no, I'm just staying in my van. I just stay in my Volkswagen van. We looked outside and the snow was down. He said, no, you're not staying in your van tonight. You're coming home with me. So I followed him over to his trailer camp. we went inside, and we were playing a little bit of music and talking, and then the TV went on, and they were having a parade for the heroes of Desert Storm. All of a sudden, he changed his friendly manner, and he looked at me and goes, they didn't have any parades for me. And I said, what do you mean? He said, I'm a Vietnam vet. There were no parades for me when I came home. He said, did you serve? I said, no, but I just missed it. But I was against the war. He goes, you think that I was for the war? I said, no, I hated the war. The war sucked, but I felt I had to do my service. And I went over to Nam. He said, I saw things there that still haunt me to this day. Then he started talking about all the friends that he had that never came back. He picked up his shirt and he had a big bullet wound near his chest. He said, sometimes I wish that I would have died with my friends. You can imagine it was a pretty difficult evening. Finally, he fell asleep. I made a little bed, and I got up in the morning, and he had on it was a war movie that he was watching. He was half asleep. I started driving down the road, and I tried to say goodbye to him before I left, but he was out. And sometimes a song comes on and you just can't stop it. And I had to tell Monroe's story. I had to pull over. So this is for you, Sergeant Monroe. In the muddy rice paddies of the long and bloody war, he carried his rifle like his brother before. He fought like the devil, earned the stripes on his arm in the hot, steamy jungles of South Vietnam. A bitter, proud soldier with old battle wounds, with a war he's still waging in every dark room. He's hitting the bottle and filling his pipe, still dodging the bullets when he turns out the light. An enemy bullet hit him deep in his chest, but some of his buddies, they took their last breath. When they flew him back home, his friends went for the ride in a cold metal casket with a flag for each bride. A bitter, proud soldier with old battle wounds, with a war he's still waging in every dark room. He's hitting the bottle and filling his pipe. He's still dodging the bullets when he turns out the light. Sleepy morning Sunday, pint of whiskey on his knee, watching war movies on his pawn shop TV. In his broken down trailer, adrift and alone, still waiting for orders to send him back home. A bitter, proud soldier with old battle wounds, with a war he's still waging in every dark room. He's hitting the bottle and filling his pipe. He's still dodging the bullets when he turns out the light. He's still dodging the bullets when he turns out the light.
Beautiful.
Great story.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things that a lot of the vets, they're still fighting with that idea of maybe the war is over, but it's not over in their head, and they're fighting those memories of the war. And I think that, so on this Memorial Day, I think it's a good thing to think about all those people who are still dealing with the after effects, as well as the people who are out there right now. I mean, a lot of us here, we're all against war. We're all, pacifist and stuff. But I think it's important, especially on a day like today, that we remember those people who did sacrifice their lives for freedom. You think about, especially in World War II, against Hitler and the fascists. And so I felt it was important that I do something.
Well, you did something beautiful. Can you hear us okay?
Yeah, I hear you fine.
Great. So there was a songwriter from Scotland originally who ended up in Australia, Eric Bogle, who I got to meet. I actually took him to Pete Seeger's house 15 years or so ago when I was writing a story about Eric's music. And I've been singing this song, and David Ross over there has been singing this song for a very long time about Gallipoli, the World War I horror that was exacted on so many young men. And we're going to do it now. David's going to lead it off. It's called, and the band played Waltzing Matilda.
Now when I was a young man, they carried me back, and I lived the free life of a rover. From the Murray's green basin to the dusty outback, well, I waltzed my Matilda all over. Then in 1915, me country said, son, it's time you stopped rambling, there's work to be done. So they gave me a tin hat and they gave me a gun, and they marched me away to the war. And the band played Waltzing Matilda as the ship pulled away from the quay. And amidst all the cheers, flag waving and tears, we sailed off for Gallipoli. How well I remember that terrible day, how our blood stained the sand and the water, and how in that hell that they called Suvla Bay, we were butchered like lambs at the slaughter. Johnny Turk, he was waiting, he primed himself well. He showered us with bullets and he plowed us with shells. And in 5 minutes flat, he'd blown us all to hell. Nearly blew us right back to Australia. And the band played Waltzing Matilda when we stopped to bury our slain. We buried ours and the Turks buried theirs. Then we started all over again. And those that were left, well, we tried to survive in that mad world of blood, death, and fire. And for 10 weary weeks I kept myself alive, while around me the corpses piled higher. Then a big Turkish shell knocked me arse overhead, and when I awoke in the hospital bed and saw what it had done, well, I wished I was dead. Never knew things were worse things than dying. For I'll go no more waltzing Matilda all around the green bush far and free. To hump tent and pegs, a man needs both legs. No more waltzing Matilda for me. So they gathered the crippled, the wounded, the pain, and they shipped us back home to Australia.
the legless, the armless, the blind, the insane, those proud wounded heroes of Suvla. And as our ship pulled into the circular quay, I looked at the place where my legs used to be, and thank Christ there was nobody waiting for me to grieve and to mourn and to pity. But the band played Waltzing Matilda as they carried us down the gangway. But nobody cheered, they just stood there and stared. Then they all turned their faces away. So now every April I sit on my porch and I watch the parade pass before me. And I see my old comrades, how proudly they march, reviving old dreams of past glory. The old men march slowly, all bones stiff and sore. They're tired old heroes from a forgotten war. And the young people ask, what are they marching for? And I ask myself the same question. But the band plays Waltzing Matilda, and the old men still answer the call. But as year follows year, more old men disappear. Someday no one will march there at all. Waltzing Matilda, Waltzing Matilda, oh, come, oh, waltzing Matilda with me. And their ghosts may be heard as they march by that billabong. Oh, come, oh, waltzing Matilda with me.
Thank you, David.
Thank you.
And speaking of the name David, we have a David and a Jacob in the house. And they deserve a medal. Come on, come on, come on. They deserve a medal because Jacob doesn't normally get up this time of day.
2 weeks in a row.
Hey, welcome to Sunday, Jacob.
Hey, Jacob.
Hey, David.
And we're also joined now by our Papillion friends
Wow,
Oh.
look at that.
who were caught rehearsing. How are you? Rick and Donna?
Good morning.
So while David and Jacob are coming on in, we'll circle back to our friends, the Seagulls in Vermont, for perhaps
Good
another
morning,
tune.
Seagulls.
Seagulls watching Eagles.
Hello there.
Watching Eagles.
Good morning,
Wow.
house band. Good morning, Rick. I'm muting now.
Good morning.
We'll get you on in a second. Let me just see here.
So we're gonna do a song that is appropriate for us, I suppose. It's a Tom Chapin song that you all know. I know you all know it.
Before the days of Jello, the prehistoric fellow who loved a maid and ordered her beneath the banyan tree. They had lots of children, their children all had children. They kept on having children until one of them was me.
We're a family and we're a tree. Our roots go deep down in history. From the great great grandparents reaching up to me. We're a green and growing family tree.
My grandpa came from Russia. My grandpa came from Russia. They met in Nova Scotia, had my dad in Tennessee. They moved to Yokohama, where my daddy lived alone. We're Dutch from Alabama and Roxmore, Cherokee.
Family and we're a tree.
roots go deep down in history. From our great-great-grandmothers reaching up to me. We're a green and growing family tree.
The folks in Madagascar aren't the same as in Alaska. Different oaks, different color skin. You might have a different name, but underneath we're much the same. Probably my cousin, and a cold world is our kin.
We're a family and we're a tree. Our roots go deep down in history. From my great-great-grandmother reaching out to me. We're a green and growing family tree.
One fine day, perhaps I'll meet my mate there and my love to do us too. Our kid will be bilingual, or though she may stay single, or she may commingle with the king of Kathmandu.
We're a family and we're a tree. Our roots go deep down in history. From my great-great-grandparents reaching out to me. We're a green and growing family tree. We're a family and we're a tree. Our roots go deep down in history. From my great-great-granddaddy reaching out to me. We're a green and growing family tree. We're a green and growing family.
Uh-oh, we can't hear him again.
Okay.
Well, you should be able to hear me now. I was muted. This is great. So David and Jacob are setting up here.
The
We can
Burns
swing
boys.
back to Rick and then Donna. Well, actually, Donna and Rick, you guys are the newcomers to this morning's show, this Memorial Day memorial show. Do you have a tune in mind to kick us off from the Catskills?
Sure. It is a somber day here. It's downpouring rain, and
Cold.
for most of my 30 years of owning this boat, my boat, I would be on the boat even in this weather, but I'm sort of glad I'm not today, and this is such a wonderful consolation.
As David Ross would sing, channeling Lyle Lovett, if I had a boat, I'd go out on the ocean. If I had a pony, I'd ride him on that boat.
Yeah, Rick learned that
You've never
song
had a
from a
pony on
friend
your
of
boat,
ours
no,
who was a
did you?
barrel racer too.
Wow. So why don't you offer up a tune here?
Unlike our usual yippies, we're kind of the downers today. Go, Rick. He's laughing at me.
I know.
We're doing Where Have All the Flowers Gone? Where have all the flowers gone? Long time passing. Where have all the flowers gone? Long time ago. There we got it. Where have all the flowers gone? Long than everyone. When will they ever learn? When will they ever learn? There you go. Where have all the young girls gone? Long time passing. Where have all the young girls gone? Long time ago. Where have all the young girls gone? Gone to flowers, everyone. When will they ever learn? When will they ever learn? Where have all the young girls gone? Long time passing. Where have all long time ago. Where have all the young girls gone? Gone to young men, everyone. When will they ever learn? When will they ever learn? Where have all the young men gone? Long time passing. Where have all the young men gone? Long time ago. Where have all the young men gone? Gone to soldier, everyone. When will they ever learn? When will they ever learn? Where have all the soldiers gone? Long time passing. Where have all the soldiers gone? Long time ago. Where have all the soldiers gone? Gone to graveyards, everyone. When will they ever learn? When will they ever learn? Where have all the graveyards gone? Long time passing. Where have all the graveyards gone? Long time ago. Where have all the graveyards gone? Gone to flowers, everyone. When will they ever learn? When will they ever learn? Where have all the flowers gone? Long time passing. Where have all the flowers gone? Long time ago. Where have all the flowers gone? Young girls pick them, everyone. When will we ever learn? When will we ever learn?
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Can you hear us okay? I have to keep asking that.
How's the leg healing up, Donna?
I can walk. I can talk.
Yay.
I can carry a thing in one hand.
You want to prove it to us? You want to show us?
You want me to leave?
We want you to just walk a little for us.
Oh, hang on.
No, it's okay. I'm only kidding.
No, it takes a while to stand up.
I believe you.
And you're doing well, David?
Yeah.
Good. See, mine wasn't life-threatening.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I'm getting better. Thank you, though.
Well, this is such a
It might
great.
have been life-threatening for Rick because
No one could cook for him? Just kidding.
Gonna kill him.
no, I thought he was going to kill me because I'm annoying when I'm not well.
Ooh, that could be interesting too. Well, we have such a wonderful gang here. We want to circle back to the Siegel family and Rick in a second, but I'd love to get David and Jacob into the mix here, who've just entered the wonderful David Ross studio in Beacon, New York. And they have a tune in mind that's one you'll definitely recognize.
Yeah.
So, and actually, let me just get that camera.
Yeah, their heads are cut off.
David. No, their heads are good, but David's almost off screen. You got to go that way a little bit.
No, I'm all right.
All right, so go for it.
So yeah, so this is a tune you all recognize. It was recorded on my father's album in the '90s, with these other two songs sandwiched in between it, and we're gonna do it for you now. Oh, we are saved. Is
Give peace a chance. All we are saying
is give peace a chance. All we are saying is give peace a chance. All we are saying is give peace a chance. Mother, mother, there's far too many of you crying. Brother, 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 there's far too many of you dying. You know we've got to find a way to bring some love in here today. Father, Father, we don't need to escalate. War is not the answer, for only love can conquer hate. You know we've got to find a way to bring some understanding here today. Picket lines and picket signs, don't punish me with brutality. Come and talk to me so we can see, hey, what's going on? Tell me what's going on. I'll tell you what's going on. Just tell me what's going on. Brother, brother, everybody thinks we're wrong, but who are they to judge us? Simply 'cause our hair's a little different, too short, too long. You know we've got to find a way to bring some understanding here today. Picket lines and picket signs, don't punish me with brutality. Come and talk to me so we can see, hey, what's going on? What's going on? I'll tell you what's going on. Just tell me what's going on. You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you will join us, and the world will live as
Oh, that was so beautiful. Wow. Oh, so gorgeous. Wow.
That was spectacular.
And I could hear Randy Harris. I could hear his part. Oh, man.
Spectacular.
I convinced my dad to put that his album up on YouTube so you can find the original version of that medley.
You look up Dave Perry Randy.
So what's the YouTube channel called?
It's not a channel. I just put up
It's
some
under
individual
your name.
videos. But if you look up
It's under
Dave
his
Perry
name.
Randy, Pete.
There you go.
Put it up.
Search for that.
Beautiful stuff on
Beautiful song. Beautiful arrangement. Beautiful voice. Jacob.
Appreciate it.
Awesome.
You got to get up early all the time.
Yeah.
We
So
need to
Karen.
hear Arlington.
Okay. While I've got you guys set up so well, Karen, what did you want to lead?
Well, it's Memorial Day, so how about we did last night, Caledonia.
Oh.
Now you're okay with bass. So this song has a history. Melissa's going to tell you. It's a beautiful song.
My mom passed away this past year, and she loved this song. It's a song she would sing even though she lost her memory. She could remember the words to the song. So she'd get up and perform it with us wherever we sang it. She loved doing that. So it's her birthday yesterday. She would have been 89.
Get closer to the mic.
She would have been 89 yesterday. So
Wow. Miss her.
Yeah. Lovely lady, Jim. I think I'm not in the picture anymore. I have to sit on your lap.
I don't know if you can see changes that have come over me. In these past few days, I've been afraid I might disappear. I've been telling old stories, singing songs, make me think about where I come from. That's the reason why I seem so far away today. Let me tell you that I love you, that I think about you all the time. Caledonia, you're calling me. Now I'm going home. If I should become a stranger, it would make me more than sad. Caledonia's been everything I ever had. I've been moved, I kept on moving, proved the points that I needed proving. Lost the friends I needed losing, found others all the way. I've kissed the laddies, left them crying, stolen dreams, there's no denying. Traveled hard with conscience flying, somewhere with the wind. Let me tell you that I love you, that I think about you all the time. Caledonia, you're calling me, now I'm going home. And if I should become a stranger, it would make me more than sad. Caledonia's been everything I've ever had.
I'm sitting here beside the fire, empty room, the forest choir, flames that couldn't get much higher. Whither now they're gone. I'm steady thinking my way is clear. I know what I must do tomorrow. The hands I've shaken, kisses blown, I will disappear. Let me tell you that I love you, that I think about you all the time. Caledonia, you're calling me, now I'm going home. If I should become a stranger, it would make me more than sad. Caledonia's been everything I've ever had.
Beautiful.
And you know who really loved that song, for all of you out there that knew him, is Dan Einbender, and he would have us play it over and over. He just loved it so much.
Missing Dan.
I'm glad I turned on your mic.
I should do a show sometime, just of some clips of him playing. We miss him so much. Let's circle back to the Siegel family.
Hello there.
And Rick,
Hello.
and
Hi.
Donna and Rick. And then a couple more from us.
So we scrambled a little bit because we were planning on doing 3 songs, but we realized we actually have a repertoire. Get your shoulder in front, so you hear. I think because you can't see her at all. So you want to go back a tiny bit, Laura, and then shoulder and back there, just like that. That's better.
There's some stage
He's
directing
arranging
here.
us. You can see who's the leader here.
So we're gonna do this song that Laura and I have been saying a lot over the years, and we're just gonna kind of wing it a little bit. But I bet a lot of you know the words to this. It's not really a sing-along song. It was written by the same guy who wrote "Somewhere Over the Rainbow," way up. Was building a dream, and so I followed the mob. When there was earth to plow and guns to bear, I was always there right on the job. They used to tell me I was building a dream, with peace and glory ahead. Why should I be standing in line, just waiting for bread? Once I built the railroad, made it run, made it race against time. Once I built the railroad, now it's done. Brother, can you spare a dime? Once I built the tower to the sun, brick and rivet and line. Once I built a tower, now it's done. Brother, can you spare a dime? Once in khaki suits, gee, we look swell, full of that Yankee doodle-dum. 500,000 boots went slogging through hell, and I was the kid with the drum. Oh, say, don't you remember, they call me Al. It was Al all of the time. Say, don't you remember, I'm your pal. Brother, can you spare a dime? Once in khaki suits, gee, we look swell, full of that Yankee doodle-dum. 500,000 boots went slogging through hell, and I was the kid with the drum. Oh, say, don't you remember, they call me Al. It was Al all of the time. Say, don't you remember, I'm your pal. Brother, can you spare a dime?
Sorry.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I love that song.
Yeah.
And Peter, your guitar playing on that is just fantastic.
Oh, thank you.
Really cool. Maybe
Rick was, 1 second. Rick was reminiscing on for his 30th birthday. Peter and Lori played their first gig for his 30th birthday.
Was that your 30th birthday?
Wow.
You know, you've never shared that with me. I've always talked about how we played our first gig and you pushed us up on stage, but I didn't realize that you were 30. You didn't look a day above 22.
I know.
And that was only 10 years ago.
I
Amazing.
remember Rick when he was 20 and 22. Yep, the Hudson River, what's it? The Hudson River Fishermen Association, and we used to do these breakfasts.
The bookstore.
And the bookstore, yeah. Fair Harbor. Oh, my God.
Amazing. So, Rick Polari from the other side of Vermont, do you have another little tune to throw in?
Yeah, and I thought that, it's always fun to introduce a different instrument.
That doesn't work.
And so this is a vault zither.
We're using these.
A vault zither.
A vault zither. I know that they probably have some over at Beacon Music, downtown music there.
Any vault zithers? No, they actually don't.
All right. Well, the cool thing about the vault zither is that it is tuned in an open tuning, but like a 5-string banjo in a way, except in C. But instead of having the drone at doing a high note, it's a low note. So it's
interesting.
So it has a really beautiful sound, and you can play it like a 5-string banjo. So you can finger pick it.
Ooh, this is very cool.
Now you can strum it like a citron. So yeah, it's one of those instruments. So it came from Germany.
How many strings? 12?
So it has, I think it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 strings. So that drone string is a single string. See? And it's tuned in C. And it has a nice kind of sparkly sound. And vault means forest, the woods. So it's a vault zither from Turin, Germany. And it's sort of taking a revival these days. There's a lot of young people and old people too, are starting to play the vault zither again. So this was a really old one that I have here. And I just thought I would play a little tune on it. One of the songs that I wrote. And it's kind of a beautiful idea about being together with friends. I love the fact that the Seagulls are there as a family singing together.
Hallelujah. You do too.
Friends for life. That's what will always be. Friends for life. Just you and me. Through all of life's changes. Through all of our lives. We both realize we're friends for life. Friends for life. In good times and bad. Friends for life. best friend I've ever had. Through all of life's changes, through all of our lives, we both realize we're friends for life. Friends for life. Through our golden years, friends for life that never disappear. Through all of our life's changes, through all of our lives, we both realize we're friends for life. Friends for life. In laughter and in pain. Friends for life. Until we meet again. Through all of life's changes, through all of our lives, we both realize we're friends for life. Friends for life.
Beautiful. Waltzither and beautiful song. Beautiful playing. Great to have you back, Rick.
Oh, it's a pleasure to be here.
Truly.
And you get
Can you hear us okay?
Get close to this mic here.
So I'm going to try to do a song I wrote. I first started working on in the early days of the Iraq War, 2003-ish. I was in D.C. doing my day job, reporting, and on the metro going past the Arlington stop. And as a group of a family came on as if they'd been coming from a funeral. And they were talking, you're hearing people talk, and they were saying the preacher had said to them that, the cemetery is running out of room. And I kept thinking about that. I would say, where, and I kept asking myself, where do they go when there's no more room in Arlington? And that started to become a song, strumming in Dadgad and trying to figure it out. Pete Seeger helped me with some of the lyrics. I think I originally wrote, I started doing some of the research on the history of the cemetery. And of course it was launched in 1864 during the Civil War. As punishment for Robert E. Lee, they started planting people instead of corn in his fields, appropriated the fields. And Pete, I think I wrote in 1864, blah, blah, blah. And Pete said, no, it should be 1864. In 1864. And so that's how it kind of came together. So here we go. Hold on.
It's in the red.
It was tuned.
Yeah. When he's playing it is. David? David, it's just his guitar. Yeah.
What's going on?
Well, when you're playing, it's in the red on that thing, but not the whole board needs to come down. Miss Annoying person here.
There's more than. Let's just play.
Let's just
Go
play.
back to your place. Hopefully you can hear okay. 1864, the burying began. You know what? I'm going to tune in a minute. Let's get another one from someone. Let's
It's fine,
see.
Andy. Andy,
No,
play
I
the
think
song.
tune.
No, it's fine. Yeah, just do it. Yeah.
This is a great song.
It's his show. Yes.
All right, let's try that again. Hold on. In 1864, the burying began. Despite that rebel Robert Lee, we took away his land. Just outside of Washington, his hills spread far and wide. Soon corn gave way to crosses as young soldiers died. Where will they go when there's no more room in Arlington? Arlington, the hills go on and on, brave veterans and fresh fallen side by side. Bugles blow and caissons roll 24 times each day. At rate in 15 years there'll be no place to lay in Arlington. In Arlington. Private William Christman was the first one we laid down. Now there are 250,000 in that hallowed ground. Mrs. Lee's rose garden, we buried near 2,000. The boys who fell down at Bull Run. God, where will they go? There's no more room in Arlington. Arlington, the hills go on and on. Brave veterans and fresh fallen side by side. Bugles blow and caissons roll 24 times each day. Not rain in 15 years, there'll be no place to lay in Arlington. In Arlington. In Arlington. From the war to save the Union, the war to end all wars, all the battles ever since, all fought on different shores. Where will they go when there's no more room in Arlington? Arlington, the hills go on and on, brave veterans and fresh fallen side by side. Bugles blow and caissons roll 24 times each day. From that rain in 15 years there'll be no place to lay in Arlington. In Arlington. In
in Arlington. In Arlington. In 1864,
The burying began.
Woo, Andy!
Yeah.
So there she be. Thank you all.
Great.
Yeah, it's strange to think about how it still endures. They actually bought a little more real estate, and they're doing things like planting family members vertically and doing a lot more cremations to try to make room. So the cemetery will still have room probably through 2050 now. But it's the point, the broader point, of course, is still a reality. So I'd love to have Rick and Donna perhaps offer another, perhaps an upbeat song. Whoops, wait, you blinked out. Oh, there, you're back.
I hit the
What
wrong
you got?
button.
Yeah, we all do that.
Well, this is a this is a tune I remember singing down in Washington. As a matter of fact, you reminded me of it when you just mentioned D.C. During the Great Peace March. I ended up down in Washington, and I'd been asked to play along with Judy Gorman and Tom Paxton and Rod McDonald, and I think Tom Chapin was there, and and you had to have special tags to get backstage before you could go on. You know, everybody had a name tag, and you know, back in those days, you get tagged as a performer, or as an entertainer. But apparently the local Socialist Party was in charge of the badges that year, and we all ended up being artistic workers.
Artistic workers.
News story for me. I never heard that one.
But this is one you all know. The main problem with this song, when you haven't rehearsed it, is ending the song. We've rehearsed it a lot lately.
So
Last night I had the strangest dream I ever dreamed before. I dreamed the world had all agreed to put an end to war.
I dreamed I saw a mighty room filled with women and men, and the paper they were signing said they'd never fight again. When the papers all were signed, 1,000,000 copies made, they all joined hands and bowed their heads, and grateful prayers were prayed. And the people in the streets below were dancing round and round, and guns and swords and uniforms were scattered on the ground. Last night I had the strangest dream I ever dreamed before. I dreamed the world had all agreed to put an end to war.
Oh no, they did.
Such a powerful song, and so simple and beautiful. Thank you. So Patrick Jones has a friend
Yes.
who is a spectacular songwriter, musician. Patrick can introduce him.
Yeah.
And there's a tune of his that we've been playing many, many times as Breakneck Ridge Review. And I'll let Patrick take over the discussion and lead us off as we start to close things out.
This is my prayer to everybody in earshot to please get John McAuliffe to come on this show and sing his songs for everybody. We love you, John McAuliffe. This is a song that he wrote, and I think it really decries what we really need to do in this country today. Well, now, if you want to dissipate the darkness, you know you gotta shine a little light. Tear down the walls that divide and separate us, and help the blind regain their sight. We gotta tear down every wall. We gotta tear down every wall. We got to early in the morning, tear down every wall. We got a war between the drugsters, Christians and Jews, a war between the straight and the gay. All sides are talking about peace and understanding, but the news lost in translation on the way. Now the right says the left are down. Left says the right being spirited and cold. Both sides are building up wall of separation. Gotta tear these walls down. We gotta tear down every wall. Now we gotta tear down every wall. We got to early in the morning, tear down every wall. Well, now Jesus met the woman at the well. Well, he asked her for a drink of water. He didn't care that he was a Samaritan. She laid love of God on him. Now I know we sound religious. You know I know that turns some people off. But you don't hear the devil when he comes calling. Surely gonna pay the cost. We gotta tear down every wall. Now people gotta tear down every wall. We got to early in the morning, tear down every wall. Come on, David Byrne. Andy, give me a little something, man. Come on, David Ross. Everywhere there's greed and corruption, everywhere there's some evil plan. The poor being victimized by the rich and the powerful. We think that we don't understand, but we all do. We gonna tear down every wall. We gotta tear down every wall. We got to early in the morning, tear down every wall. Clap your hands. We gonna tear down every wall. Now, people people gotta tear down every wall. We got to early in the morning, tear down every wall. Yeah, tear down the wall. We gonna tear down every 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 wall. We gonna tear down every
Oh, it's so nice to be live with these guys again. Oh my God, I miss this sound so much.
Beautiful.
Oh man.
Thank you so much, guys.
Well,
We got
I've got to
something
thank
to-
everybody for coming by today. Those who are listening and sharing this. You can share it as soon as we're done. It gets archived on Facebook, YouTube, and Periscope, Twitter. So go share away. And Rick Valeri, great to have you today. The Siegel family from the other side of Vermont. Rick and Donna from the Catskills. Can't wait to see you on the boat. And David and Jacob Burns here in the shop.
Woohoo!
Karen and Melissa, 2/3 of Troubled Sisters, with the other third up in Vermont. Patrick Jones, David Ross, graciously hosting this in his studio, which we've ripped apart 4 or 5 times.
Yeah.
And I'm Andy Revkin. So, Jacob and Dave, I don't know if there's one more thing you want to throw in, just a quick,
That would
simple,
be really, really
closer.
great.
That'd be great.
Want you to blow into the window?
I got one with
Oh, good. I can't wait.
Here's one. Here's one I wrote
Jake, take
after
the mic.
a whole bunch of demonstrators had come to Beacon to protest peace here. And when I went across the streets trying to communicate with them, they said, these are communists and a traitor, and so are all the other peace protesters because they prolonged our war. And I couldn't convince them otherwise, so instead I wrote this. And I incorporated some of Pete in it because they were there for Pete. I want to know how you think. So tell me just what is on your mind. As you stand there in your anger, you hold your sign and banner, and I stand across the way with mine. You call me a traitor. You say that was the answer to honor all the lives already gone. But how can my call for peace be blamed? Can you tell me what you learned from Vietnam? 'Cause if you love your Uncle Sam, you'll bring him home, you'll bring him home. Bring them back from foreign lands, bring them home. It won't make the generals mad, bring them home, bring them home. 'Cause they all know that war's not bad, bring them home. No, I am not a pacifist, bring them home, bring them home. And I will fight for our defense, bring them home. But I don't want to fight for oil, bring them home, bring them home. Or to gain some victory score, bring them home. They do not use the right weaponry, bring them home, bring them home. Here's their one big fallacy, bring them home. The world needs doctors, food and schools, bring them home, bring them home. And learning a few universal rules, bring them home. I may be right, I may be wrong, bring them home, bring them home. But I've got the right to sing this song, bring them home. So if Sam, bring 'em home, bring 'em home. Every woman and every man, bring 'em home, bring 'em home. So let me tell you just what I've been. We're not that different, you and I. We both support the soldiers. We want to end the terror. We both hoist our banners to the sky. It's a patriot's game we play, and that's why we're here today. And that honors all the lives both here and gone. But if we speak our mind, we can end the war in time. And that's the lesson that I learned from Vietnam. So bring you love your Uncle Sam. You bring 'em home, bring 'em home. Bring them back from every land. Bring 'em home, bring 'em home.
Beautiful, David and Jacob, and everybody else. So thanks for listening today. Share this when you can, and stay safe. There's still more than 7 billion people with a B on this earth who have not been vaccinated yet, out of 7.8. So there's a long way to go before a global pandemic is over. And if anyone thinks that vaccination in India or Brazil doesn't matter here, you're fantasizing.
Thank you.
At the same time, enjoy this day, enjoy the weekend, cherish memories of those who are gone, and work hard to make for better lives for those who are to come. Andy Revkin here, Earth Institute, Columbia University, Climate School, and the gang, signing off. And farewell to Rick and Donna.
Thank you,
Larry.
Andy.
Thank you.
And be well.
Say hi to Lisa.
I will in about a half hour.
I love
Thank you.
Andy, for doing